In this video, what we're going to explore is we're going to review how to find templates and drill down your search even further by using some of the filters that are available. And then we're also going to take a deep dive into some of the Canva editing tools that you can use on your template once you find a design that you like. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to look for a class agenda, so that I have some kind of presentation up when my students walk into class and they know exactly what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to type in class agenda. I'm going to make sure templates is highlighted, and then I'm going to hit enter and see what Canva brings up. So if we scroll down, you can see there's close to 60,000 templates available, which is a lot to look through. So we can drill down further and we can look in the filters. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on category, education, and then I'm going to go down to resource type, and I'm going to select presentations. And presentations, if you're not familiar with Canva presentations, are somewhat similar to PowerPoint in that there are individual slides, but there's a lot more editing features available to you using this program. So if you want to preview what one of these presentations looks like, because they are going to have multiple slides, you can just click on one, and then below the main frame, you will see all the additional slides that are part of this presentation. It doesn't mean you have to use all of these, but just know that they are there. So I'm going to close out of this one, and I actually have one that I already have saved to my projects that I'm going to use for illustration. So I'm going to click back on Canva, and then I'm going to click on projects, which is where everything that I've worked on is saved. And I'm going to then look over here. This is the presentation that I found that I want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that so that I can get into my editing mode. Now, I did not pick this presentation because I like the design of it, because I actually really don't, and it's not winter. I picked it because there was a slide in the presentation that I liked, the format of it, and this is what I was looking for to have up on the board for my students to see. If I want to see all the slides that are available in this presentation, I'm going to go ahead and click on the full template over here, and you can see here it has many, many, many different pages in here. I only selected two. So I wanted this slide and this slide. So when you first open this up, you may only have the title slide here. So you will have the option to apply all 12 pages if you want to use them. Or if you just want to use certain pages, you can drag and drop those slides directly into your storyline here, and you can change the order of them by dragging and dropping as well. I don't actually want this one as part of my presentation, so I'm going to click on the three dots next to it and click delete page. Now, like I said, it's not winter. I don't really love the color scheme of this, so I'm going to make some changes to this using the editing tools that are here in Canva. So I'm going to click on and then hit delete every image that I do not want as part of my template. You can see here in the background, it looks like there's like snowflakes on this background. So I'm going to click on the background here. And what I'm clicking on is not actually the background, because you're going to see as I delete, the color is still there. These are actually layered images. So somebody typed in snow or stars in elements, and they put them on top of the background color. So knowing about layers, which we're going to go over soon, is going to be important as you design things. So now that I have more of a clean slate in terms of what this looks like, I'm going to come over to elements, and let's say I want to change the background here. So let's say I want to look for a spring background. So I will get a number of different options to use as backgrounds. I will get graphics, I will also get photos, and there are even videos that you can apply. You can see when I hover on them, the video kind of moves. So just so you can see what happens here, this is what this template would look like. You'll notice when I dragged it on top of this screen, it made my text box that was around my text disappear. And this is because this layer, this background, went on top of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this background that I just put on here, and I'm going to select replace background. So it's going to put it in the background of everything else that's on my page. Now I might add a few other things. So I'm going to come up here and I might look in for flowers. And again, I can choose from graphics, photos, videos, frames. I'm going to select graphics, so I'm going to click select all, and I'm going to maybe choose some of these things to put in my presentation. So I might add a flower here, I might add another flower here, and now I've made some changes to this. I don't really like this purple flower, so let's add a pink one. Okay. So let's go on to our second slide. And this is the reason that I chose this one, because I liked the way this slide was formatted, even though I didn't really like the design. So again, I can click on any images that I don't want and hit the delete key, or you can right click on an image and select the delete option here. So I'm going to get rid of the snowflakes on top of this background again, and I'm going to take the same background and want to apply it to this page here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come back up here and I'm going to type in my spring background again, and I can drag this up on here, or I can drag something different up. So let's just do something different and just do more of a plain background. So I'm going to drop it. You'll notice again the white boxes around all of my text disappeared. So we're going to right click on this background and click replace background. I also now can do the same thing. I can add in other images. If I type in spring flowers, we'll put something different here. We'll put a bee. And you can resize any of these images after you drag and drop them by dragging from the corners. So the text is already here for me, but obviously I want to replace it with my own. But the first thing I'm going to do is delete this text that's already here and here. And there's a reason why I'm doing this, because I want to use this slide on the daily, and I don't necessarily want to have to replace everything that I typed the day before with what today's agenda is. You can get this set up the way you want, and sort of this acts as a template. So now that I have this one copy, what I can do is, if you come down to your storyline over here and you click on the three dots on a slide, I have the ability to duplicate the page. So I can create a number of different slides so that I will have a free agenda available to me every single day. There's also a keyboard shortcut you'll notice, so you don't have to click the three dots all the time if you just want to press Control D. So remember, everything saves automatically as you make changes to it. If you want to rename your template so that it makes more sense to you, we could just come up to the title, type in class agenda, hit enter, and that is saved, and this will automatically be saved to my projects folder.